you got this plane crash that just happened in Toronto. A plane crash. So what do you got here? You got a plane crash in Toronto, and I guess we'll just do... Well, fuck it, we'll just do it live. Fuck it, we'll just do it live. This is incredible. If you look at the picture, I'm not going to show you the picture. I don't have whatever that damn system. I don't know how to do that. So just you have to look at the picture yourself. But the plane's upside down, and it has no wings. Both wings have been clipped, and the plane is upside down. Now, presuming that the pilot didn't have anything to do with it, if it's the weather, if it's the airport, if it's the lack of FAA, if it's the administration, if it has nothing to do with that pilot deserves a medal. The fact that he was not only able to land the plane because of, mechanical failure, all 80 passengers on board survived. Only 8 injuries, and hopefully none of them are critical. So that means hopefully only 8 injuries, and we're going to see no deaths. No deaths. So thank God for that. These plane crashes are getting out of hand. Every other goddamn day there's a fucking plane crash. Every fucking goddamn day. Check out Novacity. Check out, there's some people that's actually like putting patterns together. A lot of people just like to say, oh, this bad thing happened and this bad thing happened. But when you see a string of bad shit that happens over and over and over again, it's a trend. It's a trend. It keeps happening, and it needs to stop happening. Somebody was suggesting that it's a sign. It could be a sign. It could be a sign that this damn country is being mismanaged. So the flight had gone from Minneapolis, Minnesota. It started in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and it went to Toronto. It was on a snowy runway. The tarmac was a snowy runway, and then it was a Mitsubishi CRJ900LR. So they say it's a Delta connection, Endeavor Air. So that's the company is Endeavor Air, but the damn plane is a Mitsubishi CRJ900LR. It just snowed 9 inches of snow, so I bet you that has a lot to do with it. Oh, what? It's almost, snowed about a damn foot? Well, shit, fuck it. Let's just get on the airplane and, fly us to the moon. The plane's upside down. Check out the picture. The plane so it's just a tube. The plane is upside down, so that means they had been hanging upside down while they're just sitting there circling on the damn airport, and then it probably hit one thing and hit another. Hopefully it just lost its wings while it was on the damn runway. I know Donald is trying to start a trade war with Canada. I don't think he's going to start just shooting planes out of the sky. So let's hope that this isn't America shooting planes out of the sky. The War of 1812, that was America versus Canada. And Canada burned down our naval yards. They burned down our White House. They burnt down our Capitol. We lost a whole bunch of archives, a whole bunch of information about the Pilgrims. I don't want a war with Canada. I do not want a war with Canada. If they want to, kiss the ass of the Queen, if they want to go ahead and kiss the ass of the King can veto any damn piece of legislation that the Canadians come up with. He's never used that veto legislation. The Governor General is underneath the auspices of the King of Britain. Great. What's so damn great about Britain? We should have embraced the French Revolution. We should have embraced the Haitian Revolution, the Cuban Revolution, the Russian and the Chinese Revolution. Could you imagine if we were actually friends with the Chinese revolutionaries? Then we would be friends with them still today. But instead, we're going to have a revolution ourselves, and then we're just going to turn our backs on everybody else that has revolutions that are identical to us. So I've gotten off on a tangent here. So Endeavor Air, Delta connection, 9 inches of snow. I'm most likely, it's most likely not the United States just shooting passenger planes out of the sky, but we've seen that happen all over the world. You'll just have a passenger jet that flies over a country and then it just disappears. Well, what happened to it? What happened to it? 8 are injured, hopefully not critically. Delta Airlines. The U.S. is being severely mismanaged. Pete Hegseth is probably drunk right now. Then you got, Tulsi and Bobby, which those are actually, those might be the best. Who's that budget guy? There's a whole there's so many people that's a part of this administration we're not covering. There's so many executive orders. There's so many people being confirmed. This administration is throwing so much shit at us. It's almost like they're doing a shock doctrine intentionally. They're doing a shock doctrine intentionally because what they want to do is sell all the government assets. They want to sell all the public lands and the buildings They want to sell the libraries and the parks and the public schools, and they want to privatize everything that can be privatized. When it comes to snow removal, police, fire, EMS, and they're going to just maintain the courts. But don't worry, everybody. We're going to get Kash Patel in there. Kash Patel is he's going to be the head of the FBI. He's going to get down to, that's the national police. Hey, can you knock that off? Can you stop that? That's pretty much all my notes right now. I was also going to open up this article to see what I could find. So don't worry, everybody. We're going to go ahead and Kash Patel, he's got an enemy hit list. He's also, as a compulsive liar. So I'm sure that compulsive liar with an enemy hit list, I'm sure he's going to get this nation back on track. A Delta Airlines plane has crashed and flipped at a Toronto Pearson airport. At least 8 people have been injured. The CTV News reports, this is from GB News. One person is believed to be critically injured. Oh, shit. So pray for that one person who's critically injured. The other ones have suffered mild to moderate injuries. Paramedics have revealed the plane was flying Minnesota to Toronto. So you can't trust our relationship with Canada anymore, right? Because America wants to take Canada. They want to annex it. They want to occupy it. They want to steal Canadians' land and their gold and their coal and their oil and their airports and their airplanes. The Canadians have always been super polite. I have no hatred towards the Canadian people. It sucks that they're still under the auspices of the king. How come they didn't want revolution? Why don't they want freedoms? Why don't they believe in a constitution or 3 branches of government? The Pearson Airport said that they're aware of an incident. Are you sure? Are you sure you're aware of it? Yes, mother. Emergency teams are responding. All passengers and crews are accounted for. Images on social media show the Delta Airlines plane upside down on the tarmac. Canadian media, they shut down all arrivals and departures. Yeah, if you got a foot of fucking snow on your tarmac, you probably shouldn't have anybody coming and going. I mean, hell, you probably just drive a golf cart and it would slip out of control, but a fucking big old fat jet, even if it's got big old fat tires, and then it's a triangle. So, my God, all it takes is just one of those tires to sort of hit a bump. Unless it's just you've cleared out all the snow. Unless you've just cleared out you've scraped it, you salted it, you put it in trucks. The trucks have delivered the snow, and they dumped it over there. And you can actually see the black tarmac. If you can't see the black on the tarmac, don't have any planes coming and going. I mean, you got to hurry up and get drunk in Minneapolis? You don't need to, what are you doing, a bunch of goddamn smoking marijuana in Toronto? I don't know anything about Toronto, but you got a damn hockey game. You got to drink some maple syrup. The maple syrup beer is they'll still be there, tomorrow or a week or 2 from now. There was just flash floods that happened in the south, in the south central. 8, 9 people have died. There's flash floods. My God, we got inclement weather. And, of course, we're not going to do anything about the environment. Man doesn't affect the environment. Global warming is a hoax. So we got an administration that's going to, we're going to see more snows, more blizzards, more hurricanes, more tornadoes. Police are reportedly on the scene investigating, and paramedics are forming a staging area off the runway. Constable Sarah Patton of the Peel Regional Police in Ontario said, "It's my understanding that most of the passengers are out and unharmed, but we're still trying to make sure, so we're still on the scene investigating." The police constable told Reuters, "We don't know the circumstances surrounding the plane crash." Yeah, we don't know why the plane crashed. We don't know if it was a mechanical failure, pilot error. I bet you it's got a lot to do with the fucking snow. I'm just taking a stab at, out in the dark here. I bet you that plane crashed because of the snow. So just to get back to the details, Flight 4819 from Minneapolis, Minnesota to Toronto. All 80 passengers survived. 8 were injured. 7 of them not critically. 1 critically injured. The plane is upside down on the runway. It lost both of its wings. It just snowed 8 inches of snow in Toronto. This is on a snowy runway, on a snow-filled tarmac. It was a Delta connection, Endeavour Air, and then the type, the make and model of the plane is a Mitsubishi CRJ 900 LR. It's CRJ 900 LR. So those are the main details right there. What happened and why? What are the circumstances? I haven't seen any videotape. I've just seen pictures of it flipped upside down. And there are reports that there's no fatalities, right? So that's, thank goodness for that so far. One person has been critically injured. So thoughts and prayers for the one person who was critically injured. Thoughts and prayers for the one that was critically injured. Peace. Peace in the Middle East. Let's hope this ceasefire deal holds, huh?